live. And chat's off, of course. I figured it out. It's under advanced settings. Okay, so we have a lot to talk about. First of all, there was karma. Karma everywhere in the shorts. Okay, karma everywhere. And I'm going to go through these cards with you. Extreme is the name of the band. More Than Words is the title. Now, what it's basically saying is that we need action, okay? More than words. Just saying I love you to somebody doesn't cut it, okay? I'm going to go over the cards, but I wanted to tell you about Astro last night because it's really important. Okay, yesterday's video had strength for the overall energy at the bottom of the deck, and then it had the Tower card, if you remember. The Tower card, and then at the end it had the King of Pentacles, which is stability. But in between was the reading. And the reading was about right here, right now, we need to put in the action. Now, in Astro last night, it was intense. If you could cut a room with a knife and you could see it separate, the darkness separate by the knife, that's what it was. We were in a dark room with no windows. It was very creepy because it was so dark. And the only thing that made light was when we took our swords and went like this. And you could see the swords just flashing through the dark. Now, I'm going to explain this to you because they woke me up at 3 a.m. and wanted me to do this, but I didn't get here till now because I can't just get up and do these. I have animals everywhere, especially the ones outside that need to eat, right? And they're my number one. Okay, so right here, right now, yesterday's video. Some of you didn't listen. Some of you said, well, I can put it off. I don't have to do shit right here, right now. And for all them people, Astro marked you for it, okay? The higher ups marked you for it because you're not listening, all right? And they don't like that when you don't listen. So I'm not saying you have to listen to me because this ain't about me. This is about me bringing you messages from Astro every day, telling you the energy, telling you the songs to read, listen to, do your homework, and it's just real simple. Some of you listened and did certain things yesterday, and you took the advice, you took the energy, and you did it. Some of you didn't. Those people were reprimanded last night in Astro. That's why it felt so dark and so heavy, because it's like reprimanding A+ students. It's heavy, I guess would be the only word. It's like you guys talk a good game, but you didn't do any action, and we can't have our A+ students not listening. It's that kind of an energy, okay? So it's not like you're fired or demoted or, put in prison, type of thing. It's just that they were pretty upset. And who is they? We were working with St. Michael, St. Christopher, St. Gabriel, St. Raphael, Metatron, and your higher selves, of course. Everybody's higher selves is always with them. We had 6 angels, so I'm missing one. But anyway, we had 6 of the biggest angels, so it's like, the 6 biggest security guards. all of your higher selves, okay? And then we had, of course, the council, which is made up of, we'll use, for example, Jesus, Mary, Joseph, John, type of thing. Okay, we had the council. I won't get into all that with you on here, but just trust me, it was a big meeting last night. So what they wanted me to do is they had the song Extreme playing, More Than Words, and they wanted me to explain to you that it's more than words. Okay, it's lyrics is words, it's energy, it's music, it's tarot, it's oracle cards, it's me talking to you. It's all of it together. So if you're not willing to listen to the shorts, do your homework, anything I tell you, if I ask you to look up a Bible quote, if I ask you to do something, if you're not willing to do all this, then you might as well just go to a station that you can just pick and choose and listen to, and have it for entertainment. Okay, because this is not entertainment, this is assignment, and this is straight from astro. I'm an astro channeler. So again, it's not for everyone, and that's why they're talking, because the ones that aren't doing, the ones that are doubting, the ones that are not participating correctly, you're actually slowing down the others, because you're with them and they kind of like take on what you're doing, and oh, it's not that important. Yeah, we can just go to the speakeasy. We don't really have to do what she said or they said, and you are who you hang out with type of energy. Okay, so I'm not going to keep going, but the energy was just so thick last night, and I'm not used to that. I'm used to it being real light, and where we were, I told you it was so dark. The only thing that would cut it was our swords when we went like that to be able to see. Here, you use candles. That's why the thumbnail is the candle, because it was like that. It was, you need a lamp and a candle in the room for light here. Christmas lights, right? There you use your swords. So it's a little different, but it's the same. You're getting the same gist of it. Now with the shorts, it was karma everywhere. And all it was saying that the reason you were supposed to go right here, right now, is because if you don't do as they're telling you to do, then you're getting that tower. And we don't want you to have any towers. There's no reason for you to have any towers. Now, this message was pretty dark, because it was like you're letting a gold digger, you're letting the enemy, you're sleeping with the enemy type of a vibe. Whatever you're doing right now, either with your family, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, I don't know, it's different for everybody, but you're not listening, and you're not cutting the cords, and you're not moving fast enough out of whatever you're in. So therefore, you're going to be experiencing some towers. So we had the gold digger, we had prison, which was physical and spiritual. So this energy that you're letting around you, this gold digger energy that you're letting in your realm, it's going to cause you to go backwards. And that's what I had just said was happening. Okay, all of you, it will be different. Some of you, it will be a physical prison. Some of you, it will be a spiritual prison. But that's your reward, and you don't want that. So you're releasing karmic debt, but you need to release it. And if you're going to hold on to it and not do right here, right now, if you're not going to do more than words, we need action required, then you're going to go kind of with, as I said, the gold digger and the prison outcome. So you are releasing karmic debt, but you're not taking this seriously enough, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And it's going to cause a health issue and a spiritual issue. Now, they go together. we've got the prison spiritual, we got the prison physical, we've got the health issue, which is physical and spiritual. So you see what your future is if you don't release this gold digger energy. Yeah, it's one of these readings I don't like to do because it's like truth smacking you in the face. So these people are negative. Whoever they are in this gold digger energy, they're negative. Now, for some of you, I'm getting it's a profession. And you could be an undercover agent. You could be a musician, I'm hearing. You could be just a car salesman. But whatever it is, it's negative energy. And that's going to lead you to prison spiritually and physically. So this is getting deeper as I'm listening. And it's because of your profession. Some of you, it's your actual girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife that's making you do this profession or making you do this, I want to say, against your morals, job or assignment. I don't know, it's pretty matrixy. Everything's pretty matrixy, and it's hard for me to read matrix energy as well as I do astro. So I'm trying to explain to you that last night, that energy was so dark and so black because of what you're doing here in 3 and 4D. And it's all about karma. You're supposed to release this karma and you're holding on to it. Like yesterday, I said right here, right now, you didn't do anything that I said to do, or you didn't act upon it enough. And it's going to bring you legal issues. Okay, so you're going to go down with the Titanic if you don't jump. And then we had karmic family members involved. So again, that's where I was saying it could be your husband, your wife, your family. Okay, co-workers can be considered family. So they're telling you to look for signs and synchronicities, and I'm a big sign. If you're watching this video right now, you're getting a major sign. And so Astro's just basically saying that they want you to have your divine marriage. They want you to have universal law. They want you to have this. But I went further, and you're still sleeping with the enemy, and you have to manifest the life you desire. So everything I just said got backed up by the last cards, because what it's saying is you don't have to be physically sleeping with the enemy, but you're sleeping with the enemy. So just like if you were an undercover agent, you're still doing what those people are doing, and the universe doesn't know the difference. Okay, you're smoking drugs, or you're having sex, or you're stealing, or whatever you're doing undercover, even though it's part of the job, it's the matrix job, your karma and the universe is still playing it out that you're doing it. You can get a different job where you don't have to do those things. You see what I'm saying? They don't know the difference. Okay? And you're sleeping with the enemy. So that was an example, but it's also quite literal for a lot of you. And the biggest thing I want you to just take away is that this is about more than words, it's about action. So you could have said to yourself, yeah, I got to get out of this. But then you did nothing. You went on and did the rest of your day. You could have listened to the video yesterday and the songs and did all your work and did everything, but it was like just words. It wasn't action put behind it. So I think you're getting the energy of what I'm talking about. It's like spanking the A+ students. It's hard. It's hard to do. It's hard to explain. And it was heavy. It's heavy. So it's serious. Some of you will be not making it, because you will end up in that spiritual disease, that spiritual prison, the physical disease, the physical prison. Some of you are going to take this video seriously. You're going to check out the song, check out the lyrics. You're going to check out what Astro's telling you. You're going to look for more signs. You're going to listen to your higher self. And you're going to say, you know what? Yeah, I need to quit that job. I need to get that divorce. And it's right here, right now, not tomorrow. You know, today I'm making that phone call. Because like I said, that universe doesn't know the difference. Oh, you're smoking dope and sleeping with people and stealing, but it's undercover work. Well, you're still doing it. And, the universe don't play a matrix game of who's undercover and who's not. Okay, so we'll wrap this up with a few more cards. We've got Black Sheep Outcast on the bottom. So we already know that we're the oddballs, okay? But we need to get in Astro oddballs and leave this matrix behind. And underneath that is the fake feminine. So that's just reassuring you that everything I'm saying is correct, okay? You're the black sheep outcast. You may be the one that's undercover, but these fake people are actually going to get you in trouble. And it's time to leave, okay? So get more connected with nature and Astro and your higher self. Everything I just got done telling you that you need to do, because this is really serious. Because there is happiness, joy, and fulfillment. Now you saw, I can name the 3 cards that were in all of these cards, which has been about 15 cards. We had universal law, we had divine marriage, and we have happiness. So you see how black and white it was in Astro, where I said the sword in the room was the light? 3 cards out of 15 are light. Divine marriage, universal law, and the happiness, joy, and fulfillment. And it says emotional fulfillment. We're not talking right now pentacles. This has nothing to do with money. Now, and I just heard that a lot of you are in this darkness because of pentacles. So this is about emotions. This is, you may have to be broke. Yeah, you may have to be unpentacled is what I heard. Okay, so spiritual awakening and ascension. That's what's going on right now. We had that card yesterday, and it's like, wakey, wakey. Right here, right now is the time to do this. Not later, not next year, not even next week. It's right here, right now. We need more than words. And I'm going to leave it right there. I am Miss Mystic. Thank you for listening.